if the name of this video by Prager U is "Get Politics Out of Sports," right? Who wants to bet this video is going to be all about getting the Pledge of Allegiance out of sports? Like, they're not going to do it before games anymore, or doing the national anthem. They're not going to do that anymore. They don't want military coming and waving flags around or doing flyovers, right? They're going to be upset about that. They want to get that out of sports. They want to make sure that they don't have political figures come and throw the first pitch before a game, right? That, I know they're going to be really upset about that part, right? They don't want to promote political figures during a game, or acts of nationalism or anything like that, right? That's what they're going to be upset about.
Pro sports has become woke sports, and that's a problem. Not just for athletics, but for all of us.
Oh, we got to get black people out of sports. That's the problem. Yep. Yeah. YouTube, do not ban me again for freaking hate speech. This is a joke. They're the ones who say this freaking crap and they get nothing, right? I'm joking. Stop giving me strikes for hate speech. This is a joke. Everybody knows it's a joke except for you.
Sport has the power to unite people in a way that little else does. It is more powerful than governments in breaking down racial barriers. It laughs in the face of all types of discrimination. Nelson Mandela spoke those words. The Nobel Peace Prize recipient understood the power of sports to bring disparate people together. There is no better example of this than the famous victory of South Africa's mixed-race team in the 1995 Rugby World Cup. Mandela's presentation of the winner's trophy to team captain Francois Pienaar stands as an iconic symbol of unity in post-apartheid South Africa.
Wait. Nelson Mandela? What? I thought we wanted to get politics out of sports. Why are they saying a political figure should be going and handing out cups? Political figures, if we want to get politics out of sports, politicians should not be there handing out cups, right? We want to get politics out of sports, guys. What is this? You're literally praising politics being in sports right now. Is this a caveat?
To team captain Francois Pienaar stands as an iconic symbol of unity in post-apartheid South Africa. Sports have served as a powerful racial unifier in America as well. This is not new. It goes back decades. In 1936, the great black sprinter and long jumper Jesse Owens won 4 gold medals at the Berlin Olympics. In 1938, the great black boxer Joe Louis scored a first-round knockout over German heavyweight Max Schmeling. The Owens and Louis victories punctured Hitler's Aryan superiority myth, unified black and white Americans in pride and celebration, and established Owens and Louis as America's first black national heroes. Jesse Owens and Joe Louis laid the foundation for Brooklyn Dodgers general manager Branch Rickey's partnership with black baseball legend Jackie Robinson to integrate Major League Baseball in the late 1940s.
Integrating black people into sports is politics. We don't want politics in sports anymore. Slavery was already ended. You don't need baseball too.
That in turn inspired Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, and the civil rights movement.
Is that Rosa Parks or Ocasio-Cortez?
Of the 1950s. Barack Obama credited Robinson for his political rise. There's a direct line between Jackie Robinson and me standing here, said America's first black president. Obama saw what Mandela saw, how sports transcends all barriers. When you see this group of folks of different shades coming from different communities and then playing as one team and celebrating each other and being joyous in that, that tells us something about America. Sports, in other words, is the ultimate equalizer.
You're right, B. Heller. It is racist. They want to force us to have black people in baseball. It is horribly racist.
In competition, what matters is winning. That means excellence matters, and both are colorblind. Sports allow us to experience the power of pure meritocracy, the only way to govern sports and the only way to govern life. But now, all this storied history and the positive message of sports are being undone. In September 2016, NFL quarterback Colin Kaepernick took a knee, that is, refused to stand during the national anthem.
So let's get rid of the national anthem. That's what he's going to say right now. Right? That's what he's about to say. And this made us realize we should not have politics in sports, so we need to get rid of the national anthem before every freaking game. That's what he's about to say. Right? See, I'm a patriot. Okay? I love my country. I love politics being in everything. In sports, in my high school, my elementary school. I love politics being a part of everything. These guys hate America. They hate America. They don't like politics. They don't like nationalism. They don't want this stuff in our sports. That's what they're going to tell you, right? That's what they're about to tell us.
His defenders say his protest wasn't about the flag, but Kaepernick said otherwise.
Right. Next it'll be cricket. They're going to have freaking black people playing golf. Like a black person's ever going to win at golf.
I am not going to stand up to show pride in a flag for a country that oppresses black people and people of color, he told the press. We all know what happened next. Players across the NFL followed Kaepernick's lead, kneeling, locking arms, and even raising fists during the national anthem. Then athletes from other sports joined in. Ironically, just as sports has the power to unite, we have discovered it also has equal power to divide. On opening day 2021, Major League Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred.
Wait, like that's one of like the biggest points in sports is that like you get to hate the other team. That's one of like my favorite things about sports is like that's what unites you is the fact that you want to beat the other team, that you hate the other team. You want to slaughter them and rip their freaking heads off and gouge their eyes out and put their freaking heads on stakes in the middle of the field.
Stripped Atlanta of the All-Star game as punishment for Georgia politicians' passage of a voter integrity bill. Bowing to the political mob that cast half of America as racist, the move fractured baseball's fan base. The entire American sports world, a culture that celebrated victors, colorblindness, and patriotism, has immersed itself in victimization and left-wing radicalism. This immersion threatens permanent damage both to American sports and to the larger American culture. Once again, Kaepernick takes the lead. He no longer plays football. He is now a professional influencer. He hawks his political message in partnership with Nike, the $40 billion a year puppet master of American sports.
When are we going to get to freaking politics? When are they going to start talking about politics here?
Kaepernick, LeBron James, and Nike's other brand influencers are making millions off amplifying racial wounds. It's a cynical and brilliant business strategy. It explains why pro sports, especially the National Basketball Association, seem more concerned about how they are perceived in China than they are here in America. China is a huge market. Its 1.4 billion citizens have more sneaker spending power than America's 333 million. It's simple math.
When are we going to get to politics, dude? What the heck? Let's go.
The $8 billion a year NBA is the marketing arm of Nike's $40 billion a year global business.
Like, they're just talking about capitalism. They're talking about, like, people taking a knee. Like, I played football. We always took knees. Like, that was a common thing. The coaches told you every day, hey, freaking take a knee. Like, and everybody took a knee. Like, it was a normal thing. We did it all the time. Like, when are we going to get to the politics part that we want to get out of sports, right? The nationalism.
To state it plainly, Nike is driving American sports. That's why team owners, coaches, and players are so willing to call America racist, but remain silent on China's egregious treatment of its minorities and suppression of freedom in Hong Kong. Ultimately, the fans hold the power.
I mean, again, that's capitalism. Like, capitalism influences those things. It's a good way to make money. It's a good way to pander to a base. Like with the whole Black Lives Matter stuff with Nike, right? Or with Hong Kong, again, Hong Kong is one of the biggest consumers of the NBA. So yeah, like they wanted to, or China is one of the biggest consumers. So they want to make sure that they don't upset the Chinese Communist government, who could just ban NBA stuff at any moment. I don't understand. Like, when are we going to get to the politics?
They buy the tickets, the shoes, and the merchandise. Watch what they do. If they accept sports as just another arena to fight political battles, you'll know dark days are ahead.
Political battles? What? They think that the NBA not standing up to China is them fighting political battles? What's the fight? What is the fight? They didn't fight. They didn't fight Hong Kong. That's the whole thing. Like, they didn't fight Hong Kong, and you're upset about it. You're upset that they didn't introduce politics, if that's what you want to call it. They didn't introduce politics into sports, right? That's what you're upset about. You are constantly, like, everything that you've been upset about so far is that they have not been more political in sports, right? That they didn't stand for the national anthem, that they didn't do their nationalist flag praising. That this is your gripe. You are upset that they didn't, that they weren't political, that they didn't get political with China and Hong Kong or with the flag, right? Can anybody help me out here? Like, I'm not understanding. What he's saying, the exact opposite of the title.
If they reject it, we'll be headed back to a brighter future. I'm Jason Whitlock for Prager University.
I don't even believe you're freaking Jason Whitlock. That's a damn lie. I don't believe it for a second. And nothing you've said here makes any sense. Ha! See? This coffee mug is Jason Whitlock. This is what comes up on Google. He's not even Jason Whitlock. I knew it. They're lying about everything. These guys, Prager U, they call politics anything that they don't like. Or they call it woke, right? If they don't like it, then it's woke or it's politics. But when they agree with it, when it's religious, when it's praising the government, when it's having police come out and everybody salutes them and cries, or like having a big like thing about the joining the military, or having flyovers with jets, and everybody puts their hands over their hearts and stands proudly and sings a song. Like, yeah, this is all what they want. The title of this should be, we want more politics in sports. We want more Obamas coming to games. We want more Nelson Mandelas coming to games. Like, everything that they were upset about was not political, and then everything that they praised was political. This makes no sense. This makes no sense. Thanks, Prager U, for getting my blood boiling. I was ready to fall asleep. I'm telling you guys, I was ready to fall asleep. They got me going. Let's go. 10 more Prager U videos. Let's do this.